For some of you asking questions, how can I make money in this Forex world? Let me show you how you can be able to do that. I want to enter for a sell. I want to enter for a sell, and this is crash 300. This is one of the things anyone can do. This is one of the things anyone can do. Look at one of the reasons this thing have the power to drop more. Look at it here. Look at it. Look at this place. We'll have more of, look at it. We have more of resistant areas. We have more of resistant areas. Though it dropped, but it's not that much. It has more of the resistant areas from this angle down to, let me show you this thing clearly in 4 hours time frame. Look at it. Look at all these places. Look at here. Look at here. So when you are considering the next move of the market, these are some of the things you should put in place. So with that, having this thing like this, it may have the possibility of going up, but from here now, you have more opportunity to take a spike from here. Then from there now, you can make money. So if you're struggling on how to make money in this forex, so this is one of the simple ways you can do that, and you begin to cash out and start making money in this place. So let me tell you this is 15 minutes, and this one is not yet complete. Can you see it? This is 15 minutes and it's not yet complete. Just look at it. If you go to this place, this is just additional. So look at, I don't know how else to explain this thing to you, but it's simple. Anyone can do this thing. It's simple. Anyone can do it. You too can do it as I am doing it. You can do it. So it's not bad. It's just that you have to follow some rules. I did not use any indicator here. You too can do this thing. I did not use any indicator. It's something that once you are careful to understand what you are doing, you can do it. So if I'm looking forward now to take my TP so soon, this is where I'll be focusing my attention on this place. When you go to 15 minutes time frame and check it, you will see that it is resting on this very position. It's resting on this place. So I will not take the risk of allowing this thing. But if I check within the time frame that I have, that is not corresponding, so I don't have much time to waste. But for now, this is a good entry point. It's a very good entry point. All right, so let me show you this, please. Let me show you this. All right, this is the same market that I entered in just in less than this. This is the profit. Check this place. This is the profit so far. So whenever you are thinking of entering a market, there are a few things you need to consider. Number one is that you need to enter a market with the capital you can endure. I mean, if the thing goes against you, risk a capital you can endure. Some of the reasons many people are blowing their account is that someone will have account of $50 and the person will be placing trade with the highest loss size the $50 can carry, which is too risky. So if you can manage to build your account from that particular position it is, please enter with the lowest loss size the thing can carry, because it is preferable to build your account from that corner. But in case you are confused, you don't know what to do, maybe you can say, please put me through, let me see where to know or how to know that this market is going to drop. How did you see that? Why did you see that? And how can I see it also? Number one is very simple. I've been saying this and I'll keep saying it. When you go to your higher time frame, there are things you should put under consideration what is the trend of the market. When you check the trend of the market, you realize that down in that market you are seeing is a bearish candle, which is this candle you are seeing here. So you check the trend of the market from this angle to this place. This market is pointing down. What I mean is that this market is pointing down. So as long as this market is pointing down, it have more opportunities of dropping than going up. So for some of you who may think that the market you are seeing is not working for you, and you may enter a trade believing that it's going to go up and it will start dropping. You have to watch the other video that I sent last time, and where I begged you to stop placing trade from everything you are seeing. Just focus on few of this thing. The video is in this. I'll be dropping the video in this description, so that if you have not watched it, you need to watch it while you are losing your money. It's very, very simple. When you watch the video, you understand it. It's very, very there. Is there. So when you have checked this thing, the attention you should be focusing, your attention should be on, now that this market has been moving from this angle, where will it change direction? Then if it is changing direction, then how will I know that it is the right time to enter? That is one thing that has been a challenge to many. So let me clarify that in just a few seconds. If you are looking forward to buy in this angle, there are things you need to consider in this very place. One of them is that please watch the shape of the candle or the type of the candle, because it's not every candle that can give you a reversal point. One of the signs that this candle will be going to a direction, a particular direction, whether bullish or bearish movement or direction, that this candle, number one, is that you have to check at the momentum of the candle. You have to check the strength of the candle. As you have this tray candle, it's a sign that the presence of buyers and sellers are more than the buyers. So all this bullish you are seeing here is interference. They are just interfering to make sure that they will take over the market. But since their strength is not enough, that is to say they lost momentum. So they pushed from here and pushed here again, which later came down to this point. But that does not change the fact that that sellers are still in control. So whenever you want to place trade, please take note of this. Always consider the trend of the market. It's important. Always consider the fact that this market is in another position. Now, when you check this place now, some of you will rush to close this market as fast as they can, because it have started losing. So when you check your profit, it will look as if you're losing everything. But can I tell you, this market can come to this point and drop again. And this time it may be longer than what it used to be. But the only difference in this very market now is that for some of you who don't calculate candle, when you go to 30 minutes time frame, you see that a new candle just opened. And as this candle just opened, you never can tell whether this candle will go back to this point or it will retrace back to this place. But from the position of the candle, it has more ability, it has more proven strength that it will drop this place. It has the chances of dropping more. But notwithstanding, if you have small accounts, you can close with your profit. But for some of us that can, even if we lose this thing, we'll still bounce back. For some of us that still have something left for us to make use of, we can allow this thing because we risk to gain. That is what makes you a forex trader. We risk to gain. We don't wish to that everything will be gain. So that market, that money you are placing is something that you are using to trade. It can return back to you with profit, or you may lose it. Then when you say you don't want to lose it, it may cost you more losses than you ever wish. So as long as you have seen that thing now, more chances of gaining more money is here, and another chance of losing the one you have gained is here. So what I always advise you is that if you check that your strength cannot carry this thing, please close with profit. Stop waiting for more, because a candle just opened in this place. But when you go to 1 hour time frame, you will have more conviction that this market may pull back to this point, as I am predicting, because the weak candle here shows that sellers are in charge. Even it may break and get to this point, you know. But one of the reasons people don't wait for this much is that they don't have capital. They don't have capital. So for you not to lose out in every single thing, please, the ones that you have benefited, please close it, close your profit and look for such opportunity again. Now, when you check 4 hours time frame now, you will see that this thing is pointing down like this. But what is happening now is what many people don't know. So why do I have to wait? I have to wait because I know that it will drop, but not immediately. So if you go to 1 hour, you will see that there is a chance that this thing will drop more. But why do I have to wait? Why is it taking what I have? Because this market may be selling in 5 minutes or in the next 7 minutes. So which means after this 5 minutes candle, the next candle in the 2 minutes of that 5 minutes candle, it may not touch here, it may drop. Remember the English I am using, may, because it may or it may not, because Forex is a journey of probability. You may be sure of what you are saying, but the changes in the market may go contrary to what you are saying, because what you don't know is the strength, is who has entered the market. Their capital strength is one thing you don't know. If the people that entered here still have the money to be in the market in the next 30 minutes, it means it will cross here and nothing will happen. So the reason we'll point out at this very thing you are seeing here is that this is where majority of the market tried and fell. So each time it gets to that point, we pay attention to it. Then when the thing goes against it, we'll not say, okay, which means that the strength of the people or the strength of the index in the market is higher than the ones that have been in the market previously. So at that, we call it a breakout. And once it is now a breakout, you don't rush immediately, because it may break out because they have the money. Like currently now, this is 5. Like currently now, this is 5 minutes. Let me just show you this thing. This is 5 minutes now. So this thing can cross here in the next 5 minutes. Then when it cross here, the next candle will come and cross, which is 15 minutes. And touching here may be a 15 minutes, which means in the 15 minutes candle, this thing have gotten somewhere here. So, and in your 5 minutes, it has broken out from this place. There is a breakout here. But not knowing that their strength will be finished in 17 minutes. But in 15 minutes, there is a change. So some of you will now rush into the market once you have seen that there is a breakout. When you rush into the market and you now enter in the 17 minutes of this breakout, only for you to discover that sellers have come back and the market will pull back against you, leaving you with nothing. Do you get that now? Leaving you with nothing. So I'm just showing you this because I love to do practical. I'm just showing you this because I love to do practical. So even if I pause this video now, it may take a little time, but one thing is certain, that this video is going to end up in my direction. Not that it's going to happen immediately, but at least you can see from my entry point. So as this thing is approaching, then another way you can manage this thing to understand what this market is really doing is you can add up a moving average for you to see what is going to happen. You can use a moving average 50. When you use moving average 50, you see that this market have crossed this place. You see, so this one is approaching this 50. Then one thing you should know about 50 moving average in your lower time frame is that this thing may be lower here in your lower time frame, but in the higher time frame it may be above. So in some cases it may be above, while in this place it may be like, if you check here now, is this place, it have crossed over to the 50, but in some other places it is below. So you need to be very, very careful whenever you are placing this trade in these very places. Okay, so some videos can sound some of these video can cross the 50 moving average, while if you check on 4 hours, they are very far from it. So you will not be deceived when you are seeing the changes. So it's a matter of time frame. So you can add up something else in this very video, something like I love to use, when it comes to calculating the period, I love to use something similar to what I can manage. So when you use this thing, something like this 8 moving average, it helps you to see the current movement of the market, especially in this place. So each time you are seeing this thing going on like this, it's a sign that you are seeing the period of the market in a particular time frame. So when you see this thing, it simply means that this time in 5 minutes, that they have the ability to cross the 8 moving average, which is 8 period moving average in a exponential way. Then it have crossed this place. But when you go to this very place, you will see that the market is struggling to return. And what does it represent? Number one, it represents that there is a crossover here. And once there is a crossover from this very angle now going downward, since this thing have not been able to touch this place, it's a sign that this market in 8 period in moving average, that there is still hope that this market is going to drop. If you check 1 hour time frame, you discover that a lot of changes has happened. So which of these things can you believe? As long as, if you check your time, you discover that currently now what you have is 10, depending on your time frame, please, depending on where you are, you see that this is 1 for 10:41, which means that there is 19 minutes for this candle to draw a conclusion. And once it is a spike market, don't be surprised that in less than 3 minutes or 3 seconds, this whole thing can change to a different thing. So it is always important that you should know how to read your candle and be sure. Like some people now in their 5 minutes time frame will say, this market is a scalping market. So some of you will rush and enter trade. Then while you are entering trade, don't forget that there is something here. Do you see why many people are losing in their forex? One of them is that they will see a market that will look promising, but once they enter, it goes against them. Why? Because they only see what they want to see, but they don't want to see what that market is saying. In their mind, they want to place trade and make profit, but deep down in the market is going against them. So that you rush into the market and make it within few seconds, you can come back and lose everything at the same time. So I want you to take note of this and place trade using this very method. So what is that method? Each time you have confirmed in your market that there is a lot of resistance zone, please take note of this. Each time you have confirmed that there is a lot of resistance zone, please make sure you will place trade, because as it is approaching your resistance zone, that is going to be an entry point for spike. Then when it comes to support zone, there is going to be a strength for this market to give you a profit. My name is GDFX. I want you to give this thing a trial, and please practice this on your demo to be sure of what you want to do. Thank you so much.